Okay, so we are live today. So happy Sunday. It's Remembrance Day here in the UK and in Canada, in different parts of the world. So happy Remembrance Day. And also very happy Diwali to everyone who is actually celebrating. Wish you all a prosperous year ahead. So today I have a special guest with me today, Tripti. And for those who don't know me, I'm Dr. Suzie Jacob. I am the face behind my business page and my profile, wherever you're actually seeing me. And for those who don't know me and tuning in for the first time, I'm a general practitioner by background. I am both work as in clinical management as well as I'm a hands-on clinician. I live in the UK with my husband, who is a chef, and my 15-year-old daughter. So, without further ado, I will now ask Tripti to introduce herself. Hello, Tripti. So, if you can just introduce yourself to the audience, please.
Hi, thank you so much, Susie, for having me, first of all. Hello, everybody. And as you said, happy Remembrance Day. It's a beautiful morning here. I'm joining you guys from Edmonton, Canada. And it's Diwali, it's beautiful vibes here. I've been preparing all this, yesterday, and today evening we'll do the Diwali Puja and all. So if you're celebrating, happy Diwali, happy Remembrance Day to all of you. And I'm living here past 10 years, more than 10 years with my family. I have two beautiful kids. My background professionally is from hotel industry. So I was working in hotels. Now I've just sidelined it a little bit. I'm working as I'm helping in a daycare, so I'm working there. So I just transitioned into that because, as you know, hotels are always shift work. So I have my weekends off with this, and I also run my digital business, and I coach people. So I love this, that it also comes with flexibility, and I can manage my time. So this is a little bit about myself. Back to you.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. Fantastic. And thank you so much. When we organized this, I guess we both didn't realize it was Diwali, but
Yes.
you still, thank you for your commitment. Thank you for coming on live anyway. So thank you very much for that. So, the world in the past few years has changed so much. And, people are all around us as talking about AI. I use AI a lot, both in my career as a doctor. You'd be surprised, but I can, but we do use in healthcare AI as well as in our business. So, can you share a bit about how AI has, revolutionized, your career and your business and things like that?
So, a very good question, Susie. I feel that when I started with this business, just giving a little bit, going back a bit. So, I started in 2019. So, it's been a while. When I started with the business, my aim was that I needed something flexible, something which I can run from anywhere. Definitely at that time, our system, which we give everybody who joins this business, allows them to have the flexibility because the system is running in the background. Of course, we do need to put in the work, but I would say 80% of the system is automated. Now, coming to the AI, when I started, a lot of our content, we were doing it manually. We were creating our own content when but now with Chat GPT, with artificial intelligence, I just feel things have changed quite a bit, especially in the past 1 year. I feel it all came when we had the COVID, and we had the things started moving, and everything started really moving fast, I would say, in the online world, with the need. Like people who had never used a Zoom, let's say. Like talking just about AI, I would also like to focus on basic technology, how we were using. Like people who never used to use Zoom or virtually connecting with people had to use it. So I think it just brought up this reality to us that now, with the way things are moving, we need to also change the way we do business. you know the way business was done, let's say years back, things have become more easier, but it also has become more faster. Like with AI, we can do so much things more easier, get automation in our business in terms of when we are, returning messages to people, creating our content on our business pages, or in general. So I just feel that it definitely has revolutionized, it has definitely brought to our attention that we are already online, like we are already doing so much of it, and it's just in the mind that we think that, oh, we are not needing it or we are not using it. But let's be honest, we are all doing it. As you said, you're using it in your profession. So some way or the other we are connected with, and my sister, I have a twin sister, and she works back home in India. She's into language translation and stuff, and I just find that with artificial intelligence, with this kind of stuff, there are so many stuff which has become more easier. Like, let's talk in our business. Our training site, when I started back, we were just having everything in English. But now, with the AI, with tools like these, we have the option where people who are not using English, or they need, they find it easier, they can have auto captions, they can use the access the training site in multiple languages. So I think it's just so neat, like, the way things are moving. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's definitely helping a business. And not really, and people will think, some people, unfortunately, there's always this set of people, there are two type of people. There'll be always people who embrace change and who is fascinated by change and things like that. And there's always these sort of people who are quite resistant. And that can be even in your own profession. Like, for instance, it's helped us in our business. And then people think, oh, this is just for, one area of your life, which is not true. As I've said, I work in healthcare. So one of the things I do is I work for a health tech company. So we use AI heavily, and we've been using AI for a long time now. Whether it is just to do something like a symptom checker, it's the AI and the bot that actually is in the background, where you can ask the questions and you get appropriate answers. Now that's the very, very basic sort of things. And there's a lot more technology and lots of things coming up in the horizon about AI assisting sometimes clinicians in doing kind of consultations and all. It will come so quickly. And the thing is, also, for me as a clinician, as a manager, one of the things I do when I am doing management is actually make some standard operating procedures. Or if I attend meetings, there'll be minutes and things like that. It's so easy now. I just put my thoughts into, and I just say, okay, these are my thoughts, now just make an SOP for me. And bam, the SOP. And I remember the time when to make an SOP would take me like 2 hours of my day. Now you have AI flowcharts. I even use AI flowcharts, so it'll look even very fancier and things like that. It's amazing. Now, now it's made my work more effective, and I finish things quickly. Now the problem is, I think in the coming years, people are going to ask the question, how well are you in using AI? And if you say, oh, I don't use AI, that might be the question that
Mhm.
and if you say no to that, that might be the reason why you end up not getting the job. So will AI replace jobs? It may, but the
Yeah.
thing is, it will create new jobs. So the quicker we adapt to these things, the better. One of the things when we use Microsoft, actually, there's something called Microsoft Meet, just like Zoom
Yeah.
and Google Meet. There's Microsoft Teams, sorry, it's called. So
Yeah.
Microsoft Teams, when you're using that, the AI automatically creates the minutes. So you don't even need to create minutes. So,
Mhm.
the world's changing to such an extent. So, and it's amazing. So everything's moving, and now there will be AI, to reduce the workload in the hospital for better diagnosis. There are now, radiology uses for better, quicker cancer diagnosis. We are using AI. It's amazing. So some people will feel intimidated by the fact that it might be replacing jobs, but as long as you keep up with the AI, there will be new areas, like how I am now using in my management quite heavily, AI, to do things. And if there's anything that needs repetition in my consultation, I use snippets and macros, and with 3 letters, my consultation, bang, it comes. And these are the things that's making my life much more easier, and it look like my consultations are quite thorough. So that now I'm telling you as a medical professional, I think there'll be similar things in other areas, in
Yes.
other people's. You can use the same thing to create emails and things like that. So
Yeah.
that's how it's made. And so the same things, what I'm learning now in my medical profession, it's transferable, and what I'm learning in business is transferable to my my profession. Like you, I remember when I started the business, people will sometimes think, oh, these people are always creating content, I don't have time for that, I have a family and all. It takes less than 5 minutes, and I'm sure you can vouch for that. Using AI
I
in
think,
content creation, you just need an idea, and the AI will
mm,
do the rest. It will select the emojis, it will do the hashtags. It's life
yes.
is so much easier. I have to say, it's made my life quite easy.
Yeah, I would just say, like, people, and anyways, I mean, I think we are already spending that time on social media. When we talk about social media, we love social media. We use it to, connect with family, with friends. And even if you're not on social media, I'm sure you're using some platform in terms for entertainment, for getting value. We, use YouTube or Google or stuff like that to scroll and to, learn stuff as well. So, we are already doing that. And if you can earn from there, like, creating a content or connecting with your audiences is just like a breeze of air. Like, as you said, it's so easy nowadays with the way we are using these apps, we are using these artificial tools to get the content out there to people and connect with them. And I'm not sure saying that it's going to kind of totally replace the personal touch. We that's why we have these webinars, that's why we have like one-on-one coaching calls. When people really want to look into the business, they want that kind of personal touch. Like you and me are right now in front of the world, talking about the business. So I just feel that, of course, that personal touch and that personal connection can never go missing. It's always going to help, because that's how we connect with people. We feel that connection, and we
Yeah.
trust. But definitely, artificial tool and all these technology is beautiful, making life easier for busy parents, professionals. And we know that we a lot of people who are in this business, they were somewhere looking for a way where they wanted to supplement their income. They wanted something which was more hands on. So
Mhm.
I just love that part, that because of technology, because of our system in place, because of one-on-one mentorship, we have created something which is hands-on for people who have never done business before, who are needing something which is flexible, which can give them choices. So I
Yeah.
love that part. Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, you this is your business. You make it how you want to. Now, I am a very, I wasn't, but I'm a very techie person. So where I can use technology, I will use it. If like there are people who like, the personal touch and things like that. And I think it's different for different people. For me, coming on Zoom is actually a human connection.
Hmm.
Now, some people will disagree with that, but that's where people are different. For me, talking to you, is kind of like a connection for me, rather than it just being like a recorded thing. But for some people, they like being, across the seat, and across, and that's also possible. People do meet up, their communities meet up, and they go for a meal
Yeah.
and things like that. So you can run the business as you would want to,
Hmm.
and that's entirely up to you. You can meet up with people if you want to, but and if you don't want to, and if you're happy behind a camera, like who I am, I'm much better behind the camera rather than on stage, because I am an introvert, inherently an introvert, or an
Absolutely.
extrovert. So, unlike my husband or my daughter who thrive with social interactions, I'm not that sort of person. And that's the beauty. Whether you're an extrovert or whether you're an introvert, this business suits all sorts of people. And it's
Definitely.
amazing that technology has come this far, to make it possible. Like, I think when I was doing, like, when I was in medical school, we're talking about 20 plus years ago, 25 years ago, I could never have imagined me in leadership roles. I could never have imagined myself, because I am not an extrovert. So I couldn't. It took me a long time to actually even think of going into clinical leadership, because it's just not my thing. But because the world has changed so much now, do all my things. Like, even I do my management role from home, and I do all the Zooms and everything, and every sort of thing, even in commissioning level, I do it from home. And you would think, how could you do such a thing from home? Yes, you can, because I'm doing it. So it's made life a lot easier for the introverted person. And also, obviously, when I was growing up, I was like thinking leaders are all extroverts, but they're not, because
Yeah.
the introvert also has a lot to offer. We actually are good listeners.
That's true. I mean, I think we have such a diverse community in our business. So, and as long as you're ready to learn, as long you have that kind of passion where you are ready to learn a new skill set, and you are looking for a change, it would definitely doesn't matter. You will learn it. It doesn't matter if you are an extrovert or if you're an introvert. Personally, I think I'm a mix. I don't know
Yeah,
which
we call it
category I fall.
ambivert. The term is like, you can be, some people can be inherently introverted, but in certain aspects that,
Yeah.
they can be. Like, when I tell people I am actually an introvert, people find it hard to believe, because they only see me behind the camera and, quite, telling my views of things. But that
Mhm.
doesn't mean we're in person. Probably I won't be that sort.
Mhm.
uh, Sort of person. So, yes, that's wonderful. So, it was a lovely chat that we had today. And,
The
we've,
sun is shining bright on my
yeah,
face.
I know, right at your face. For me, it's actually pitch dark outside here in the UK,
Okay.
because we are about 8 hours, isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah.
7, 8 hours difference. Yeah. So, yeah, it's pitch dark outside. Not very nice.
Mhm.
So, it was lovely to have you today. And thank you so much for spending your time, your precious time during Diwali, here to educate our audience, inspire them, give them food for thought, really.
Yeah.
So people will be like, there are so many aspects. People will be thinking, is this for me? And we've now given people a flavor of, you can be doing anything in life, any profession in life, and yet kind of do this. And there are tools and resources and people that will help them reach their goals. So before we conclude, Tripti, is there anything else you'd like to tell our audience?
I just want to just sum up saying that, uh, be open. Like we are like somewhere we know that, okay, we want to do a job. Many times we are not looking for an opportunity. We're not taught from from the way our education and everything is set up. So I think that is kind of a blockage where we are always looking for a job.
Mm.
We're not looking for something like an opportunity. So I feel that that's where we need to do a little bit of change. And I just think that this is an amazing platform, because the way it is, like, when you explore. So if you have anywhere connected with Dr. Suzie, or you will be watching this as a replay on my page, as a live, if you are looking for something like an online setup, this is an amazing platform. You can connect with me. You can connect with
I, I think we've
internet got glitchy there.
yeah,
uh, yeah.
yeah, we lost you for a minute there. Yeah,
Yes.
that's all right. Yeah.
So I was just saying that, so the next step would be to watch the webinar, and that will give you that's the best way to get started and to get more information. So reach out to us and we can provide you for a link. Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, you can just reach out wherever you're watching, whether it's in Tripti's page or my page, wherever. We'll be more than happy to help you with regards to the next steps.
Nice.
So thank you once again, Tripti, and I wish you a happy Diwali and enjoy the rest of your day. And thank you everyone, whoever's going to watch. Have a blessed day and a blessed Diwali.
Thank you
Take
so
care.
much. Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks,
Take
Susie.
care. Bye
Take
bye.
care.